How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and I got some news for you guys today. First, let's get started with the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. So when you do invest, just know that you're doing it at your own risk. If you are new to this channel, we do a joke of the day 5 days out of the work week, all right? Something to lighten you up just in case you had a rough day and just want something to get you through it so you can hear a corny joke from me, all right? So here it is. Where do cow farts come from? The dairy air. Come on. Anyways, so we're going to get into it. So we're going to be talking about Zomedica. And you know what happened? So I recorded the video, right? So I did the screen recording going over the chart and how it was a great day today. And guess what happens? As soon as when I finish the recording, I get a notification on my phone saying, oh, they just did an offering. And I'm like, no, they just did an offering. I was just like, all right, so with that, I'm going to let you guys know what that's all about. So the offering was $1.90 a share, and it closes on February the 11th. And I think the amount was like about $25 million. I'm just like, whoa. So literally right after I finished the video, I just saw the stock dumping. Everyone just started dumping it. I think it got down to like the 230 range. Again, and I'm going to say this, if you believe in Zomedica, because like I said, I feel like they have a strong catalyst coming in March. And again, I think it looks like an overall good company, and there's a lot of good things that I can see with True Forma. Then you're going to want to add on the dip, all right? Because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow in regards to the market is concerned, but one of the things at $1.90, if you can get somewhere close to that range, then hey, make sure you're adding if you believe in the company. And of course, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice, so I won't waste any more time. Let's get into the chart. To say congratulations to everyone who is in on the Zomedica play. The lady and I got in on this play around $1.18, so we're already doubled our money. We have doubled already. I know many of you have even tripled and quadrupled your money already. But again, today in the market was green. The S&P 500 was up. The NASDAQ was up. The Dow was up. Again, it was a very bullish day. And we literally saw that reflected on ZOM. As you guys remember from last week's close on Friday, we closed at around $1.91, right? And wow, like I said, you can hear it in my voice. I'm super excited right now. So let's go over the chart very quickly now, what we're going to be looking at. So as we can see in the morning, ZOM gapped up, right? And then just started moving upwards. As you see that upwards trend. The moment we start seeing this type of action, especially in pre-market, it is a good indication in regards to how the stock is going to do. Yes, there's not as much volume in the pre-market, but a lot of times when a stock is able to actually surpass the pre-market high during regular hours, things can get very, very interesting, and that is exactly what we saw, all right? So as you can see, as we go forward, you're also going to notice that this is actually real time. So you're actually going to see the stock moving because right now it's after hours. It's around 4:50 p.m. So you're going to see some moving going on the right side of the screen. That's just live, all right? So as you can see, we have some consolidation here. It's staying right on the line. That's where we want it to be. Staying right there. And as soon as market open, right at 9:30, of course, a lot of people are up. So a lot of people were selling off. So it got to all the way down here, which is not too bad. This is around the 206 range, right? But again, this is something to be expected. If you were not in this play and you were looking to get into this play, then you should have got in when it was in the low twos. Like you should have, that was your opportunity. Especially as it started moving, it was a little bit choppy in the beginning here, but it wasn't for that long. As you can see, this is around 940. And usually, this is another tip that I want to give you guys. Usually give the market some time. So usually like about 10 minutes, sometimes it's 15 minutes. They kind of work itself out. I've realized this and I've learned this, especially when I started getting into options. It could be very, very choppy and a lot of stocks dip. So if you were thinking about getting into a stock and you're very bullish on it, and it looks like, again, it has a lot of momentum behind it, then one of the things that you want to do is make sure that you can get in at a good entry. And sometimes the best entry is first thing in the morning when you get that dip. All right. So now we started seeing it started to move right up, right? We see that momentum here. So literally coming from those low twos, right? That low two area all the way up to that 248, 250 area. If you guys remember from the last video, I told you this area is a support area. So from the previous day, there is support here. So a lot of times what you'll notice this with day traders, some institutions will do it as well. When it hit this low and then it moved up here, a lot of people start selling, especially day traders and so forth, or anybody who's doing any short time trading. Because if you got in here at the low twos and you caught this movement at 246, that's a big move, especially if you're buying thousands of shares, right? So we had a little bit of sell-off, but here we go. This is what we want to see. Consolidation. So you see where the support is. Look at that. Straight across. So we had a lot of consolidation in that 240 range, which we know from the day before is there. So that was literally keeping the stock afloat. As you can see, we got down to the 234 range, but we're able to keep that momentum. As you can see, it's staying above that line, right? It's staying in regards to, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. I mentioned it in the last video, was talking about VWAP, right? So it's literally staying across these lines. It's not dipping. So when you see this type of consolidation, it staying in this particular area of the high 230s, 240s, and this is going on for quite a while. Let's see when we started right here at around, let's say around 11 o'clock, right? And this literally continued all the way up to 150. So this consolidation was going on for a long time. So usually when you see this, you got to expect a big move. And some of the indicators you need to look at is volume, right? Looking at volume, because again, overall on the day so far, ZOM, I got to a point of 380 million in regards to volume. So these are pretty much shares being exchanged. So what ends up happening, the FOMO starts kicking in. People start realizing, hey, you know what? This stock is actually the real deal here. That's what's going on psychologically. It hasn't been dumping, right? It's staying above the line. It's staying in ascension. So this is where we have the strong move going right up, all the way from the 240s, mid 240s, bam. We get that strong move all the way up into the 291 range. I know many of you sent me a message and you told me that you sold. You're like, hey, I'm up big time and I sold. Well, I'm going to let you guys know I haven't sold out as of yet because I'm about to tell you the reason why I haven't, all right? So now, what's scary about this particular area, we were consolidating here for a little bit, right? We were literally consolidating here for a little bit. As you can see, from 215 all the way to 340, 215 to 340, keeping that area tight in regards to the 290 and the 280 range. This looks really, really good. And I know you guys see this. I know a lot of people are like, whoa, what's happening? The stock is dumping. No, this is right at 340. A lot of people start selling, right? The day is about to come to a close. So a lot of traders, short-term traders, swing traders, and so forth, a lot of them are exiting their positions. Also, a lot of people who are already up are like, hey, you know what? I'm selling, right? Let's be honest here. Many of you are up a lot, right? So this is normal. This is okay. I'm completely fine with that. And if you notice, right, I know it's only 4:55, right? Like, it's not 8 o'clock yet when after hours is over, but you know there's some strong support when we have that dip near the end of the day, and then bam, bam, right back up. So we had that dip down to the 260s, bam, move right back up into the 280s, right? So that just tells us right there, we have some strong support, and so far right now, we're still staying above that trend line. These are good signs. These are good signals. Yeah, like I said, yesterday we closed at around the $1.90s, and then today we closed at $2.70. I'm telling you. So here's my prediction right here. I'm about to tell you guys. If the market remains bullish, because like I said, there's no news that has come out. We're all aware of what's going on in regards to what's coming in March and so forth. So all the information that's out there, we already know. So if the market continues this bullish trend, I could definitely see ZOM hitting the $3 range. And as you can see on this trend line right here that we're looking at, on this average line, is that if ZOM gets above 304, we're going to see fireworks. If you guys remember yesterday, the price was the line was at 204 and it took off. So what we're looking for is ZOM to get above 3. And again, it will get very interesting, like I said in yesterday's video. All right. So one of the things that we also need to look at, what I think is very, very important, is we want to look at the ranges, right? So the ranges, what I mean is that, let's say, for example, you see this dip here, right? If it ever at any point the price falls below this trend line right here, it's going to go to the next support level. Just want to let you guys know that. So that would be 240. If it falls down even lower, then we're looking at the next level of 220, right? As you can see, consolidation, seeing support, right? So this is one of the things I want you guys to know and to make sure, and I know Sain has mentioned this, make sure you have on your trailing stop. Have on your trailing stop, because the good thing is, especially for my swing traders and my short-term traders, even if the stock takes a dip, you could buy on that dip and get right back in, or you could just sell some of your shares and still get back in, right? Like I said, the catalyst is coming on March 31st, still a ways away. So if the stock ever dips, then by all means, don't be afraid to do that. But again, you already know, I'm going to throw out the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. There's a lot of momentum, there's a lot of hype behind this stock, so be very, very careful, and make sure you have on your trailing stop. Make sure you know your entry point and your exit points. Don't get greedy, all right? If you see the stock, hey, going to $4 and that's where you want to sell, hey, do that. That's what's going to make you feel better, right? But what you want to make sure of is that you protect your profits, protect your position. You don't want to be on the wrong end of a trade, all right? Hope you guys found this helpful, and I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing ZOM hit that $3 range, because I know once ZOM gets past that 304, again, it's going to be crazy. Hey, she might even end up hitting $3 in after hours. Who knows, right? I'm super bullish. I'm super bullish on it. But just be prepared that, hey, the next level is 240, and then we have another level at 220. Again, watch yesterday's video if you're unaware of that. I did cover why these support levels are there. And, hey, you can add in those particular areas as well. But be careful. If the stock looks like it's dipping a lot, then, again, you don't want to be on the dip catching on another dip, all right? But if you do believe in this company, if you know, like, and trust what ZOM is all about, then, hey, you keep adding on dips. That's how it is, right? If you really believe. If you don't believe in the company and you feel like, hey, you know, I'm just here for the short term, or I'm just here to get some profit and so forth, just make sure you protect your profits, and the best way to do that is using a trailing stop, all right? Hope you guys found this helpful. I'll be talking to you guys real soon. Peace. All right, so that's what I wanted to kind of go over, give you guys a summary of how it was today. Again, the market was green all over. It was very, very bullish. Like I said, this offering is good for anyone who believes in Zomedica. You believe in the company. You believe in True Forma. You believe they're going to grow going forward, all right? So if you are one of those people, then you know this dip that's happening in regards to the offering. You need to snatch some shares up. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice, because at the end of the day, the price of this stock will definitely start running back up after this offering is closed on February the 11th, all right? Anyone who's in this short term, or you might be doing some swing trading and you didn't have the opportunity to get out, it's either, hey, you cut your losses, or you just be patient, because I do see that, hey, Zomedica, the stock, is going to start moving up again, all right? Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be talking to you guys real soon. Peace out.